Hi, I'm Jonathan Alexandre, the Director of Public Policy for Liberty Counsel and Liberty Counsel Action. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is widely celebrated today as the most notable icon of the civil rights movement. But perhaps he ought to be celebrated first and foremost for his role as a preacher and as a Christian pastor. King's role as a Christian minister was at the heart of everything that he sought to achieve in the civil rights movement. As the pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama, Dr. King based not only his preaching, but also his political philosophy and his commitment to justice on his religious beliefs. Dr. King came from a deep legacy of faith, and his faith was one that saw its best fruition in the moments of crisis, adversity, courage, and the hope of a better tomorrow. These principles resound deeply today as we celebrate the life of this man who changed America for the better. For Dr. King, faith was the source of his courage, especially in the difficult moments of the civil rights movement. In one sermon, King shared how the Lord fortified him in his fight for justice. King said, "Lord, I'm down here trying to do what's right. I think I'm right. I think the cause that we represent is right. But Lord, I must confess that I'm weak now and faltering and losing my courage. And I can't let the people see me like this. Because if they see me weak and losing my courage, they will begin to be weak." Dr. King said it seemed that at that moment he could hear an inner voice saying to him, "Martin Luther, stand up for righteousness, stand up for justice, stand up for truth, and lo, I will be with you even until the end of the world." King said it's as if he heard the voice of Jesus saying that I will never leave you alone. He promised never to leave me, never to leave me alone. Dr. King did not simply hold on to this abiding faith personally, but he also challenged the members of the civil rights movement to also maintain this faith. In his autobiography, when explaining just what motivated the participants of the civil rights movement, he wrote, "It was Jesus of Nazareth that stirred the Negroes to protest, with the creative weapon of the love of Christ, furnishing the Spirit." Dr. King said the nonviolent movement was an expression of Christianity in action. Today, Reverend King's dreams are embodied in our continued desire for liberty and justice to be the theme of our society. But for many, his legacy is one not just of rights, but of one motivated by faith. It is that same faith that compels ministries and organizations and people of faith all over the country to give so much of themselves so that our families and our communities are strong and prosperous. Expressions of this faith are protected by the First Amendment. They're practiced by millions of adherents all over the world and are the deep and abiding identity of a people that, in the borrowed words of Dr. King, do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with their God.